Morning, everybody. It's Monday, around like 6:15. We're gonna go for a 5-miler with some rice cakes and honey, and let's get after it. I was thinking about this the other day. At the very start of this journey, when it was about, I don't know, January, February, I tried very hard for those 2 months to find somebody to help me out. A lot of people said they wanted to, and then they started working, and a day in they stopped, or just never texted me back. And I realized I'm just wired different. And I'm not even trying to be egotistical, but because they don't have as much passion as I do, because it's mine and not theirs, along with people just don't want to put in the work at the end of the day. And maybe that's just because it's my passion, not theirs, and I just don't think everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. And that's such an obvious statement, but it was so hard for me to recognize. I think some people are just fine with living their lives, getting a degree, or just having a stable income and living their life. And I think for a long time that was me. And then I realized I wanted more in life. A degree is not going to fix that. You only got one life, man. I don't want to waste it working for somebody else. Speaking of which, mile 3. Let's go.
Pace, 9 minutes, 26 seconds.
We got a package, and I know what it is because I ordered it. Let's open this up. So I went to Walmart because I wanted a new mic because the one I was using was terrible. So this was $80 on Amazon. So let's try it out. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of fire. I mean, I don't really know what I expected in terms of packaging, but let's open this up. That's insane. All right, let's try this out. We got a bunch of spinach, piece of sourdough. Specifically, so basically what I do is I build the website all through code, and then I host it on my own software. So after I build the website, put it on what I hosted on, you check it out, we go through it, it's a basic draft, you send me feedback and whatnot, and then once we're finalized and whatnot, then we connect your Wix domain to the. So usually what I do is I'd say, listen, how by the end of the month, whatever you think, we're going to talk about it, but there's no set price monthly. We talk about it, we say how much value I provided to you, and then we go on a retainer monthly. So making sure ChatGPT and Google Gemini recognize what your company is and what it does and who you're trying to pretty much target, if that makes any sense. And then along with that, the SEO also involves like blog posting, but there's a couple other things I do as well. Obviously it's hard to explain over the phone without a visual, but if that makes any sense.
So the Google.
Yeah, so Google Ads is a little different. So Steve is doing them right now. He's done like a $500 budget monthly, which is pretty good. We get like anywhere between 6 to 10 calls, and usually that converts into 3 extra jobs. So with him and epoxy and concrete, even one call is worth the $500 a month he's spending. So it's a good return on investment. With that being said, you have to have a decent budget to actually invest. Yes, sir.
And then after that, one more question, I guess.
Yes, sir.
With a website, so I have a Google page, my own website.
Completely remove this. Like once we get the website up, people aren't going to need to go to this because we're going to have all your pictures in a separate gallery page. We're going to have your contact information. We're going to have your service areas. It's going to be pretty. It's going to be a lot prettier than what is right here. When people actually search Shed Hauler LLC or Shed Wheels LLC, .com. But once we get everything set up, might as well just take it down and have everyone go to the main website because the actual pictures and stuff for like almost like insurance.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. Okay, let me think about this and I will give you a call back. Probably toward the end of the week. I've got a lot of stuff going on the next couple days.
No worries, brother. Even if you don't want to do it, I want to at least chat with you about it, see if I can change your mind because I'm a salesman, right?
Okay.
All right, brother.
Good.
All right, take care.
Thank you, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Sweet. Let's go, dude. I had to put one of these wind muffs on because although it looks stupid, I am outside and it's very windy. All right, so what I was talking about on my run a little bit. The first 2 months I started doing this and I'd really say it was towards like the second and third month. I tried to reach out to friends, school friends, anyone that I knew, people from the gym to try to help me out along kind of like this journey and getting, and mostly client acquisition, like pretty much cold calling, we can call it, right? Literally just cold calling because again, my hardest part of the first kind of like 1, 2, 3 months of this was obtaining clients because my offer was terrible. Now, I think I got very lucky my first 2 months in getting 2 clients, but the second, third, fourth, fifth months, I didn't have any. Really, I guess the end of the 5th month and this month is when I really started to pick up the process and pick up the pace in terms of how many clients I'm getting because my offer is actually good now. But at the time, I was, cold calling around like 10 to 15 hours a week, not getting maybes, getting book calls, people not showing up, and it was just awful. I wasn't that good on calls anyways. Asking for a ridiculous amount of price is not the way to go, and that's what all agencies do, but you guys already know about that. So I wanted more people to call for me so I can just, I thought if I just up the volume and up the hours that I could call for, I could book more calls and sign more clients. And I was fairly confident if I got somebody on the call, like an onboarding call from a cold call, I could close them. I was literally willing to pay $60 to $100 for anyone that would book me calls. And most of these guys that I had in the group chat were like, yeah, sure, we'll try it, I'll try it. Did it for like 1 to 2 days. I talked to my buddy, he did 3 calls and he was like, this is not for me. I was just struggled so hard to find somebody that would help me out. Not that I absolutely needed to, but I tried to find people that were like-minded to myself, meaning, they were willing to work, they wanted to build something, they wanted to obviously make money. And the reality is that nobody in this entire world is going to be as passionate as I am about my company. And that's the same with everyone that started their own company. And I struggle to realize that. I continue to struggle to realize that, even though I already know in the back of my head. And I also just think that a lot of people, I just don't think a lot of people want to work hard, to be honest with you. If somebody came to me and asked me, hey man, I just started my own company, I need some help, you want to help me out? I wouldn't hesitate to say yes. I don't know if that's just me or if I'm just like not as like-minded as other people, but I would do whatever it takes to work my ass off to help that guy out, or my friend, because I think that is so cool that he started a company. At the time, I would see it like that. Now it's just like everyone's doing it. Every 19-year-old has their own company. I'm not special, but I want to build something that's branded towards my morals, my values, and actually building something to help people in the home service industry, obviously, but actually seeing texts from clients saying I'm doing a good job and they appreciate my work is very, very motivating, and it's rewarding as well. But back to this idea, I think a lot of people that I talk to, there's this idea and concept around stability, especially in college. Like if I pick this major and I'm making at least $100,000, then I'm good, I'm all set, and they don't stress. It's like a lot of people just like walk their way through college. When they get their degree, they're just gonna be successful like that. And I think
everyone, I think that's a common mindset that a lot of people and a lot of students have, at least that I talk to and that I've seen. But the reality is, if you're not working your ass off, number one, networking, actually have passion about your major, like what you're studying, not AIing your way through college, then you're going to be successful. But 90% of these kids are doing exactly that. I'm not going to lie and say I'm not doing it either. Of course I use AI. Why, who wouldn't? My whole company uses AI. But the idea that you're just going to walk through college with a degree and then get a job when you get out, starting salary $100,000, is out the window. I have buddies that graduated like 3 years ago and still don't have a job. And I'm not saying it's their fault. I'm just saying, number one, the job market sucks. Number two, maybe they didn't try as hard or didn't like the major they did. And the reasons go on and on. But the idea that you're just going to be stable because of the major you choose and when you graduate you're just going to get a job is bullshit. And I don't think a lot of people have the sense of urgency to get up and get after every day because they're so passionate about what they're doing in their major. That's just not a reality. And so the idea behind stability and having a stable income and this and that, listen, I want a stable house. I want a stable, family. I want to love my wife. I want beautiful kids. I want to have a stable income, whatever. But the idea that you have one life and you wake up every morning to have a stable income, it puts a terrible taste in my mouth. Who wants to do that? I don't understand why more people don't think like me, and maybe I'm just egotistical, but every single day I want to become a better version of myself than I was yesterday, and literally just push for more and more and more and more and more. Just reach my absolute potential. And stability isn't going to get you that at all. But that's my rant, pretty much.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Just finished up a little bit of work, housekeeping shit. Should have been cold calling, but I wasn't, which is not okay, because that's kind of like what I have to do. So usually I don't do it after 5, but realistically, the owners that, like the people I'm trying to talk to actually sell to are owners, and they pick up the phone whenever. So it's not a huge deal. So let's try it.
This is Brian with West Tech.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, man.
I don't know if you remember me. I think I gave you a call either long ago or like last month. But I was the guy that pretty much, we talked a little bit. You said you had a friend that's doing the web SEO type of deal. You're paying for ads, but you don't really know what you're doing. Told me to give you a call back in June, so I'm here. I'm the guy that does the free service for a month. I don't know if you remember me. No shit.
Yeah, fucking fire. You fucking lied to me, good guy.
Yeah. I was the one that told you to check that out, wasn't I? I remember I talked to you. I was like, because you told me all this, and I'm like,
same guy. I'm paying him to run my site $1,000 because I jump shit. But for right now, I feel like I'm busy. My phone's ringing. And
business is good, man. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
All right. It was a pleasure talking to you, Ryan. Right, Ryan?
Yeah.
Christian.
With a B. Brian.
Brian. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep in touch. I'll keep your name down. If I'll give you a call in a couple months, see where you're at, and we can keep doing that.
All right, man.
All right, brother.
Good luck to you, brother.
Thank you. Take care. This is funny. I just did a LinkedIn post. That's my first ever client. I'm one of the 8 customers, and I highly recommend. That shit keeps me going, bro. I'm gonna call those 6 because I have to go to the gym. And one of the follow-ups I was supposed to have, his website's built and everything. I just have to pretty much upload it and get a domain connected. And he's gonna call me at like 7, so I'm kind of cooked. It's about 10 o'clock at night on a Monday night. It's dark out, but I wanted to come out and kind of end the video with this. I had a great morning, 5 miles done. Worked, got my final done, moved out, but I had a shitty afternoon. I got a bad phone call. It's not anything to do with the business, mostly about like personal life and whatnot, but it was a shitty phone call. It kind of fucked up my day a lot. Mentally, it just, shit happens in life, okay? And you can have a great morning, you can have a great start to the day, and then something happens and it just fucks your whole day up. But I cold called in the afternoon, I recorded that, got some good calls in. I don't even think I booked one, but it is what it is. For 30 minutes, you get what you get. I wish I could have cold called longer. I wasn't in the mood. And I know you have to get shit done when you're not in the mood, but cold calling is one of those things where it's like, if you are not in the mood, then you're not going to get shit done. And so I just took the opportunity to get some work done that I had to do anyways. Just that time was for a cold calling mostly, but I used it differently. And it's okay. You don't have to optimize every second of your day, although I do like to stay on a schedule in terms of every day I should be cold calling for at least 2 hours. And today I missed that day. And this is kind of like the start of the week where I can actually cold call every single day for 2 hours because I'm out of school now. But it is what it is, man. We're going to get it back tomorrow. And this is what I wanted to talk about. If you have a shitty day of the week or a shitty week, that next day you wake up, you have the choice to continue to feel like shit or start fresh. And the co-founder of Bloom really, I don't know if he coined this concept or not, but he explains it really well. You can have a shitty day on Wednesday, but if you wake up Thursday and get after it, but focus on what you can control and how successful you can be, and that all stems from your mindset. And so I just wanted to talk about that. There's a lot of shit that's going on in my life right now that I'm very conflicted about, and I think about a lot, and I've been having a lot of conversations with people and myself, and it's helped me a lot. I think I've never had this many long and deep conversations before with anybody, or not a lot. I feel like last year I've had like 4 deep conversations that I don't even remember. This year I've probably had 5 in the last month, and every day I wake up and it's the same thing. I just want to get after it. And I was talking to my parents a little bit about some life stuff, and my mom was saying that I'm just in a rush, you know, like you have to enjoy this time. You got to start enjoying it. Why are you in a rush to make all this money and whatnot? You have to enjoy it, right? And that concept to me is, I explain that, sir, obviously I listen. I care about my parents' opinion dramatically, and I'm very lucky to have parents that will listen and that understand society as it is today. And I love them to death, but this is something I had to fight against. Number one, everything that I'm doing right now is what I want to do and is what's making me happy, and I know it's going to benefit me, and I'm going to reap the benefits. I'm already reaping the benefits, but I'm going to reap the benefits in the future as well when I become even more successful than I am right now. Number two, I don't like to party. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love hanging out with friends. We have poker nights and whatnot, and I miss the guys a lot. At the end of the day, I don't really feel like going to the beach. I don't really feel like drinking and hanging out on a Saturday night. I'm not trying to say I'm better than you. It's just I don't want to do that. And the fact that we talk so much about balance in life, and I agree, balance is important, but I've said it before. I'm 19 years old, and the people that don't feel like they're in a rush at 19 years old are going to be working in accounting jobs in a cubicle. If I feel like I'm in a rush and I'm so far behind because so many more people are ahead of me and I need to be successful, and if I don't feel like I'm in a rush now, then again, I'm not going to be as successful as I want to be. And it all comes back to, I love hard work. All I want to do every single morning is wake up, go for my run or workout, or whatever it is, drink my coffee, cold call, and do work and make this business successful. That is what I want to do. That is my purpose. That is my passion. That is where my happiness stems from. So the fact that I need to enjoy my 20s and go party and enjoy life is bullshit, because balance comes later. Now is the time to get after it, because I don't want to be doing that in my 40s when I'm working in an accounting job and I realize I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. I spent 4 years being happy and the rest of my life is terrible. 4 years of pain for the rest of your life to become happy. And the fact that people don't see it the way I do just means that I'm not going to be like 90% of the population. I'm the 5% that wants more to life, that wants to be successful in every endeavor. And that stems from hard work, and it starts now. So the reason why I speak so hard and I speak so fast and I have so much to say is because, again, this is not a phase, man. It's not. It's my life, and it's what I want to do. It's my passion, and I speak so hard about it, and I swear, and I get excited because I finally found something in my life that I want to do. And I'm very lucky to be able to say that, because a lot of people are still trying to find what they want to do with their lives. So I got a little bit of work to do. I got to get this video up by tonight. I'm going to take a shower and then get it done. But I'm trying to show you, I'm trying to document rather than perform, because this is genuinely how I feel. I don't have a script in front of me. I'm expressing it as authentic as I can, and I think that's going to help brand my company to becoming more than just an agency. All right, that's it.